And that's us good to go. Welcome in, everyone. Roadcraft time on the menu for today. Hope you're all excited. Well, I suppose as excited as you can be for Roadcraft. No, Roadcraft's great. It's great. It's fun. Full of calamities and catastrophes and terrible AI. So, yeah, fantastic stuff. We're finishing Sandswept today, and we're moving on to Kernel. It is the last main map from the base game that we need to do, and then obviously we have Washout from the expansions to do. So we are fast running out of Roadcraft. But I get the feeling that Kernel is going to throw quite a lot at me, because I get the feeling it's going to be another map kind of like Deluge, kind of like Sunken, where it's just crazy. But we'll see. Here on Sandswept, mind you, we are 4 main missions. 4 main missions from finishing this thing. So let's get it done. I will say, since last time we were on Roadcraft, I have done one major thing and completed one mission. Kind of by accident. I didn't expect it to go as easily as it did, but it just did. So it completed. It was a one-time thing. Once this loads, I will show you what the thing is that I did. Not that it was particularly earth-shattering, shall we say, but right. Come on. Strap that cargo, please. Okay, so you remember last time I was struggling for bridge placements to get across here for the route that we were doing. Well, I found a really good position for a bridge, and it was here. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. There is a little bit of rock clippage just here, and around about here there is a tiny little piece of that ramp clipping through. And the step up here was a little bit bigger than I thought, but I was just like, I'm going to lay it down, I'm going to set the route up, I'm going to see what happens. And it completed first time with no problem. So it was just like, oh, okay, I guess that's done now. But that did open up all of these missions. We have a lot. I can't remember if any of these were actually present last time, but we have basically a lot of cargo to deliver over a very short distance. That is what we need to do. So I suppose we will start with this one, because we are in the Voron, and we need to deliver these 3 things up here. As you can see, I pre-packaged them so we could make a good start. I just hope I don't fall over. I do at least have a very big crane pretty close by if I do fall over, but hopefully not. The question is going to be, which one of these goes to which location, and is it going to particularly matter? That is the question. Is it going to matter that much? I don't know, but they literally only have to go to here. So it seems like a really kind of easy job. For this. Now, the bigger question is, the one at the back. Actually, that does look like the one in the middle. Oh, I can't tell. I really can't tell. Right. Let's just try this one, and if it fits in... Okay. If it fits, it fits. That's all we need, you know? Don't need to worry about nothing else. those down before they cause me to fall over. Worst way I could have done this. If there is a tricky way to do something, I will of course find it. Yeah, this is not what I should have been doing there. But let's anchors down. Let's just see if we can slot this into place here. Perfect. And one last one. We are incredibly rear heavy now, but hopefully that won't be a problem. But yeah, the plan is basically just to try and finish this off as quickly as physically possible. So that we can move on to Kernel and make a good start on whatever that map has to offer us. Okay, that's that one done. This one, I guess? I brought this guy over here already. Should just be able to activate resource zones, please. Why are you not activating? Hello? Game, why you do this to me now? Oh, now it completes. Okay. Well, now we need to go over here. Grab this guy. Bring this thing over. I do wonder what the last mission is going to be, because it said we had 4 to finish, and we now have 3 missions on the cards. So I do hope the last mission isn't going to be anything too insane, you know? But see. Backing up. Pretty strange angle for that to be holding at. So let's more storage. 1, 2, 3, 5. None of those have registered in the zone. That's fine. That's what we have a big crane here for. So let's get this delivered first. Bingo. One here should be the last one. Okay, we should complete that one now. Perfect. And then we have 2 objects to deliver. So let's get the Voron. Head back down the hill, pick up the next 2 boxes that we need, and deliver them. Ah, oh, man, we're so close. Almost there. Look a little bit heavy. Let's see what we can do with them. These are a lot bigger than I thought they were going to be. Okay, no problem. Ooh, hey, that actually slotted in quite well there. See if we can take this one with us as well. Ooh, okay. Didn't realise how far over that was. Might have to just readjust that. Let's see if that works. Oof. Not the most secure way of carrying this cargo, I'm sure, but let's just see how we do. We have had worse loads on the back of the Voron after all, so I think so long as we can get up this hill, we should be absolutely fine. And like I said, we have the big Zeke's crane there anyway, so if we fall foul of gravity, we have a way of recovering. Okay, there we go. Where does this need to go? Up there. Another one round there. Well, I can definitely get to that one very easily. So maybe we should go and deliver one over here first, where it's a bit easier to get to, and then we can go back to the other one. That's the plan. I wonder if that's going to work or not. It's okay. It's okay. We've still got one on board. We can drop this off and go back for the other one. Perfect. Right. Completely forgot what the controls were there for a minute. Excellent. Right. Number 1 delivered. Back on board. Come on, don't get stuck on the solar panel. always have to be so awkward? Why is that switched? That's what I wanted. How did I get it in the back previously? I mean, how did I manage that? What did I do different? No, no, no. How did I... Swing round, then in, and drop. There we go, that's better. Okay. Get out of here now. I think, actually, if I stick up near the panels here... Oh no, I can actually just drive straight round over there. Ah! It looked like there was some sort of obstruction on the map, so that's why I didn't just drive... Oh, wait, there is an obstruction on the map. There's some things there. So I was correct. Aha! Doubting my ability. And doubting my own ability. Right. Let's... Whoop. Steady on there, mate. No falling over on the job now. Fact. We have one last job.
You're about to make history, or rather, bring the Solar Radiance Lab up to its full glory. You get to deliver a one-of-a-kind steam generator from the desert base and install it. Are you excited yet? You should be. This thing costs... You don't want to know how much, so don't drop it.
A lot. Okay. We need this guy over here. Then we are going to need a crane. A big crane. Oh, a very big crane. Okay. That's a rather large item, isn't it? I'm willing to bet we'll probably need a big crane at the other end to unload it. So, where did my other big cranes go? Where's this guy? Right here. Let's send him back. Sonic noises. Well, that is my fleet colours. The Sarnage blue. Okay. Try and get this as neatly positioned as possible. That'll do. Excellent. Was that strap? No, because that guy's in the way. Okay, let's just reverse back a little. There we go, perfect. Oh yeah, some of these vehicles are ridiculously quick. crane, for example, is ludicrously fast. So is this guy when he's, like, you know, actually on a go, you know, when he's on the move. Yum. Thanks to that nice bridge, we shouldn't have any problem getting over to where we need to go. Actually, I do hear what you mean. It's like it even has kind of like sonic sounding engine. It's like brrrr. Yep. Okay. Not far to go. Oh, you mean the little air filters on the back of it? They do kind of look... Yeah, it does kind of make it look like Sonic. That is a very good point. Go. Right. This is the bridge I built earlier. Oh, clonk. How did my trucks make it across there without completely failing at life? Goodness me. Okay. But yeah, as you can see, a little bit of rock creepage, a little bit of ramp creepage, but overall, not a bad spot for a bridge. Whoa. Got some air there, goodness me. Where's this going? Ooh, yes, we do need a crane for this because it's going up on the building. Or in the building, even. Right, okay, right. Strap there. Let's get our crane. There we go. One last thing to do. Get on up there. Out, crane up. Shazam! Look at that, it's all being constructed around us. Goodness me.
I can finally exhale. Never thought I could hold my breath for so long. You threaded a few needles there, but all in all, it was not bad. Ah, who am I kidding? Your performance was the stuff of legends. If they don't give you a bonus as thick as an elephant, I'll be mad. Great job.
Why, thank you very much. Hey, there we go. We didn't just fix things up, we made sure to illuminate the way forward too. Ha ha! Brilliant. Right. I think that one route that we were having trouble with last time has like 2 completions left on it, but it's barely worth worrying about. I'll go back and finish that off later. but that should have given us the 100% we need. It does indeed. And now we get to move to the next one. I'm already not liking the idea of having Wayfarer trucks there. That is not good. Alright, okay. Let's see what this is all about. Local Energy Corporation was preparing a secondary site to expand its main geothermal power plant when a series of planning errors and questionable cost-cutting decisions led to a disastrous failure. Oh no. It's almost like not paying for things leads to problems, yeah. During the fracking process, these issues provoked a large-scale seismic event. You've been tasked with assessing the damage, investigating the cause of the disaster, and helping the town to recover. Right. Let's see what we have here. I do like the Malamute. It is a good one. This guy's actually really good as well. It's either this one or this one. This one's more stable. Not quite as maneuverable, but is heavier. Let's go for this guy. Let's do it. See what mysteries await us on this map. Being the last of the base game maps, I'm assuming it's going to be a little bit tricky. Scandinavia. Interesting. Okay. How pretty. And as I suspected, it's another map akin to Deluge and that other one. The watery maps. Okay.
Imagine you're a responsible corporation and want to tap into an active geothermal zone. Would you use fracking? The most destructive method of resource extraction outside of blowing rocks up? Well, it appears that if your levels of accountability are questionable, the answer is a resounding yes. The only silver lining is, with these guys in charge, we'll never run out of work. At least until they blow up the whole planet. For now, they almost destroyed the local power plant and a nearby town. So, your task is to check the damage and see if it can be fixed, and thus help devise countermeasures against more of the same happening again. As far as I'm concerned, those countermeasures should include a few execs getting thrown into the slammer for life. But who am I to suggest things, right?
I know how you feel, Kelly. Whoa! That is... Oh my lord, this is some serious mud. Oh, right from the get-go. Oh, whoa, whoa. Twitchy boy, settle down. Okay. This guy does not like driving straight lines, apparently. Whoa. There was probably a less crazy way to get here, but that was the quickest. A sawmill. Okay. Man, I can already tell this is going to be a nightmare.
All this damage in the radio towers of all things are still standing. Still, there's an awful lot of static on all the bands. So, we'll probably encounter our usual share of comms problems. And speaking of problems, you probably noticed already, but this area with all its volcanic rock is best suited for tracked vehicles. Just saying.
Hey, well, perfect there, you know? Okay, bring logs to the sawmill. 15 logs, are you serious? I don't even see any trees that we can actually cut at the moment, so... Okay. This is going to be fun, I can tell already. Let's head on out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Steady, boy. Tracked vehicles. I don't have many of those. I have this guy, I have a crane, and I have a road layer, a bridge layer that has tracks. And I think that's it. I don't think there are any other tracked vehicles that I have currently. We go this way. This is a pretty big map. I feel like I'm going the wrong way, but let's follow this road a little bit. If nothing else, we are kind of exploring, which is good. Well, we're circling round in the right direction, so that's okay. Uh-oh. That is a big ditch. How is this water? Oh. Quite deep. Oh, come on. I got foiled by a rock. How dare. Right, okay. Sand pit there. Actually, you know what I could do is I have the... Wait, is there something new in the shop? Why is it flashing at me? There's nothing new, is there? No, I didn't think so. Okay. What I need is my bridge layer. That's what I need. Where'd he go? I probably should have just, you know, brought the bridge layer out initially. This guy. Now, where exactly do I gotta go here? I think just, yeah, just kind of head for that direction. Steady there, come on. You're supposed to be a tank. Be the tank. Goodness me, I can tell I'm going to spend quite a while dropping sand for this map. At least there is a sand quarry right here. Excuse me. So that's nice. How do I get down there? Go round this way. Okay. Come on. And I guess it's carrying a lot of weight, but this is pretty crazy. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, Lord. Yeah, we are going to have to spend quite a considerable amount of time. Bricklayer, excuse me, good sir. Excuse me, good sir. Excuse my very good sir. Oh my lord, this is going to be... What? What? Seriously? Seriously, game? You're gonna do that to me already? We haven't even started yet. And you're already doing that to me. Goodness gracious me. I guess we'll take this guy out. With a big tracked vehicle, with a big crane on him. We're going to need a crane to pull the scout out of the river anyway, so... I love how I'm just like, I'll take this vehicle out, gets stuck. I'll take this vehicle out, gets stuck. I hope I'm not going to go 3 for 3. That would be embarrassing. What is this, Snow Runner? I bought this crane, but I've never actually used it yet, so this is a good test of its capability. But yeah, we are going to have to sort out these roads pretty quickly, I think, because literally anything that drives on this is going to struggle. Oh, man. There's the bridge layer. Stuck. How? I don't know, but it just is. Okay, now, do I go the same way? I guess I do. Maybe. Okay, here we go. Perfection. Now, I wonder if I can nudge this guy out, or whether I'm actually going to have to, you know, tow him out with the crane. Try a little nudge tactic first. As long as we also don't get the crane stuck. Has that freed the crane? The bridge layer? Yes! It has! Go! Go, my little bridge layer. Onwards! Goodness me. Kelly's all up in my face being like, oh hey, all this mud, you're gonna need to use tracked vehicles. Pretty much all of my tracked vehicles have just immediately gotten stuck, so that's not a good start. Odd. This is kind of ludicrous mud. Oh, tell a lie. The dump truck is a tracked vehicle as well, isn't it? That's 4. 4 tracked vehicles? No, 5, because we also have the dozer. It's 5. 5 tracked vehicles. Hey, gangster! Yes, indeed. Making a traditional start by getting several vehicles stuck immediately. But yes, we just spent about 20 minutes finishing off. Oh dear. We spent about 20 minutes finishing off Sandswept, and now we've moved on to Kernel, and it's not going well so far. It's so bad. It's such a bad start, but you know, things can only go up. I hope. But looking at the mud that we're currently encountering, I'm not too sure about that. Yeah, I was literally just musing on that. I was just saying to myself that I am going to be laying so much sand. It's going to make like every other road building. Oh, we're getting stuck again, and we're stuck again. Fantastic. Right. It's time for more nudging. But yeah, we're going to be laying so much sand. It's going to be quite insane, I think. But even if I can get some stuff done, it'd be better than anything. Better than nothing, you know? Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to, like every inch of road, I think I'm going to have to lay sand on, because this is some seriously extreme mud. Like, this is the worst mud I've seen in this game so far. Even on containment, the mud wasn't this bad. Yeah, we will get to that. Might do a little bit today, but I will certainly be doing a lot off screen, that's for sure. Yes. Yeah, so do I actually have any other tracked vehicles? Bridge layer, scout, 2 cranes, the dump truck, dozer, 6. Others? Don't think so. Yeah, no, I was just thinking that myself, like, this entire route is going to need sand, and probably more, because I'm imagining there's going to be a lot of routes that probably need to come along here. Old crane up the butt technique here. Let's see, can we get out of this now? Nope, we are still stuck, so more pushing. You stop making him go to the left. Keep pushing from this side. Get him out. The only thing about tracked vehicles is they just don't turn properly, you know? Oh, come on, what are you stuck on? Can't even lift the sucker. Okay, there we go. Now we can move. Yep. That is something I'm very grateful for. Yeah, being as far behind as I am, I get to use the slightly easier option. Although, considering how much this thing is struggling just to get through the mud here, I'm not even sure it is an easier option or not. But what I will say is I'm very much questioning where I'm supposed to get trees from, because I haven't seen a single tree on this map so far. We're stuck again. We are stuck again. More pushing. It's just crazy. Left from the garage. Duly noted. Bonk. Get moving, you. Come on. Oh my goodness me. Okay. Oh. This is actually ludicrous. Move! Right now! One! Scoot! Forwards! Not getting stuck in the mud. Move forwards, you dastardly piece of dastardliness. I'm virtually underneath him. Move! Get your trapped butt out of here. It's like a David Attenborough picture. And here we see the wild machinery. And the mating call goes out. Oh dear. I'm not sure this is appropriate for YouTube anymore, or Twitch, or anything. Oh my lord, look, we're nearly there. We're nearly to the bridge site. Oh my goodness me. Can I have some traction, please? Come on. Come on, that's it. Oh my lord. I'm not even sure I can get enough, there's enough sand in the world to fix this. All right. Quite in the right position there. That's more like it. Bridge out. Oh, it's such a cool machine, though, you've got to admit, right? Such a cool machine. Alright. Alright. There we go. Okay, we have a bridge. Now we need to rescue a scout. and then we need to carry on with the mission of exploration. Yeah. And hope that we're not gonna, you know, drown again in a river. Yeah, I don't think any of our vehicles are going to get through this map until we have at least put some sand down on all of these routes. Come on now. Up and at 'em. That's better. Crane. I tried to drive across here. It did not go well. Even for this guy. Okay, now we can cross this and carry on with the mission. Excuse me, I said across, not off. There. This guy is great in a straight line, but as soon as you want to try and turn, it's like nothing, 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 nothing. 90 degrees! It's a little bit weird, if you ask me, but until you want to do a 90-degree turn, and then, you know, it's perfect. Alright.
Well, now we know the general extent of the damage. Certainly nothing you can fix overnight. Especially since there's no source of lumber anywhere around here. But they do have a sawmill. Which probably explains why there's not a single piece of wood in sight. Not much in the way of forests around here. So you'll need to get some wood shipments from our neighbors. They don't have a mill, but they do have some wood left. Go figure. First, you'll need to clean up the mess at the sawmill's garage entrance. Next, deliver some replacement equipment from the logistics terminal. Then, plan a route from the northern tunnel to the warehouse to deliver the logs. And finally, make sure the logistics terminal can actually be of some use. The terminal itself seems to be fine, but its driveways are all a fine mess. So, you should clean it up too.
So not much, you know. So, yeah, thanks, Kelly. Crane there, okay. Central Distribution Center. Someone purposed to get an achievement, gangster, eh? That's legitimate. What's this one? Clear this of objects, clear that of objects, and reach this location. Oh, hey, we could do that. We could do that. We have a crane right here. Perfect. Hey, who knew that bringing this crane out to rescue that vehicle would be, you know, such a wise idea? I didn't, but, you know, of course. Cranes are never a bad idea. Right. Let's go and do a mission. Yeah, there is going to be no route planning on this map until I have paved everything. I think that is kind of how I'm going to have to view this map. I'm not going to be able to do routes at all until I have taken care of these ridiculous roads, you know? There's very little road in them. They're more just a load of O's. As in, oh no. Right. This is a good crane, I will say. Just wish it was a little bit faster. Just a little bit. Come on now. Let's go. I wonder how much of the map length we have actually uncovered there. Probably not an awful lot. I very much doubt this map is going to have the kind of feeling of Sandswept and Kernel in Sandswept and Sojourn in terms of scale. Anything, this is going to be a huge map. Toss this stuff out of the way. Just a thing. This one can go this way. You can also come this way. Pop you over the fence here. Perfect. As much as can be just thrown out of the way like this, the better. Next item. Oh, yeah, that one there. Come this way. Don't want to put everything in the same place because then it just becomes a problem, you know? The one down. Nothing else we can reach from that? Okay. Hold the crane and let's trundle on through. Surprised I don't have to move this huge shipping container actually. Or is that just a fixed point? Last thing, and this one should be done. Perfect. Next one is over there. Ooh. I am very glad I bought this crane. It was literally a whim purchase because we had so much. I had so much money, and I was just like, I'm going to buy a new vehicle. I didn't even do it on screen. I was just like, yeah, I'll just buy this. It looks cool. Might be fun to use sometime. Pretty glad I did. Now, there is a lot in the way up there. We're going to have to move some more things. Ramming speed. Huzzah! Oh my good grief. That is a lot of these things. I mean, it'll be great when we need metal. Right, there's one. Let's get this one next. Oh yeah, the one that reminds me of the Tatra Phoenix. Yeah, that I like that crane too. I will say. The only thing I dislike about that crane is it's wobbly. It's it's very very wobbly. Like if I want to get a crane somewhere fast that has an incredibly stable base for lifting, then yes, I would definitely want to use that one. But the getting to places is sometimes the problem, I find, because it is so wobbly. It sits so high on its wheels. But yeah, great crane, very good crane. The Zeeks is good as well, actually. The Zeeks crane is really good. I actually find that that's like a dark horse in the crane world, to be honest, because the vehicle that it's mounted on is so dependable. It will just get places. Maybe not quite as severe places as this one could get, but you never know. Come on, let me get that last one. It's just taking a while to cycle through them. Oh yeah, and these things are actually really good for making metal beams and such like as well. They are really good for that. Right, that's the way cleared. Let's go and clear out the last area. Okay, hang on a second. We're in there, so is that the ramp there? You see that? There's a ramp over there. There's an achievement if I've ever seen one. Gonna open nicely for me. Oh yes, look at that. Perfect. Stuff, right. Ah yes, just these containers. And all of this as well. Okay. These out of the way first. Okay, that's one. Can't I get it right over the fence? Think I can. Get out of here, you. I must say this crane is incredibly stable for like not having any kind of anchors. Like the tracked base really does help it in that regard. Or I think if we Oh, look at that! Perfect! Right. Then let's go and visit that area. I realised I could probably have just reached it with the crane, but this seems like a better option. Whoop, whoop. Okay. We now have access to logistics terminal, steel pipes facility. We have a sand pit, but nothing to activate it with yet. That one is already active. Oh, man. Where is this route even going from? Oh, my lord. That's where we get the wood from. From there to the warehouse down here. Ooh, okay. We need a route. How do we even get trucks in there? They're coming in from this direction, so they'd probably better going off round that way. I suppose we'd have to come around here, and then round here, and then round there. Okay, at least the whole thing is within the range of the sand quarry, so that's good. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is tiny, isn't it? It's a much better one right there. If I hop in this crane, is it going to reveal a load of the map? A little bit of the map. Okay. This is where we're going to get our wood from, I guess. So, I suppose I better start making some roads. Dumper dude. Definitely the dumper dude. Because this is a ludicrously large amount of sand. At least they're generous enough to give us a big sand pit, like, right here. It's just going to take a while to put it all down. Especially if I can't actually get it in the right place. So... So much sand. Try and get one route as well so that I'm not kind of overlaying sand on top of sand. That. Waiting for this thing to fill is the most time-consuming part of this whole operation. Yeah, I can't just kind of like lay a little bridge that goes straight down there, but I don't have access to anything just yet. I suppose I could lay a... What if I went straight round there? I'm going to try something. I don't know if it is folly. Or not. But I think if I lay like sand here. Right, and then go across here. This will be a much quicker way of going. And it's also a much gentler kind of curve coming round there, as opposed to going all the way along and then coming back, you know? That's where I need to be, over there. So much sand! It's ridiculous! Okay. Okay. Okay, we are nearly there. At least for this initial push. Uh-huh. Yeah, I can believe that, gangster. I'm honestly wondering if buying some more of those mega dump trucks and just kind of like making a line of them so that I can be like, Phil, move to the next one, Phil, move to the next one, Phil, move to the next one, you know? I mean, that's probably going to cost me a lot of money, but if it helps with road crafting, it might be worth it. Have to wait and see, I suppose. How desperate I get. Yeah, I know I had kind of... I kind of did a little bit of that on... Was it Deluge? No, it was contamination. I did use... I think I chained 2 trucks together. But yes, it was a bit of a faff. So maybe I'm just gonna have to deal. I hate just having to deal with situations. I like finding unique and interesting ways of doing things, shall we say, but... We'll have to see, I guess. At least we're nearly here. I wonder what kind of trucks we're going to have on this route. Why do I get the impression it's going to be like Wayfarers or something? Side, back to the garage, and we need the little dozer dude. There you are, thank you, good sir. Let's get out of here. Some spots where you can use the scalper. Okay, I'll have to look out for those. I bet it won't be as convenient as the sand maps for using the scalper, but I suppose any little point I can find that allows me to use it is better than nothing, right? Ah, already this feels so much better. I can drive. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a bit of a lumpy bump. Might have to go back over this again just to flatten that out a little bit. Let's do one full pass first and then go back over later as and when we see fit. I may even have to pave this, I don't know, depending on the truck. Hopefully sand will be sufficient for the time being. But we shall see. Coming through with my big dozer blade. I love how it runs off down the side of the cliff like that. That's actually kind of cool. Oh. I'm starting to wonder if holidays are a good thing. Don't get me wrong, I love my holidays, but I hate having to go back to work after my holidays. I just feel terrible. Last couple of days have been really heavy at work as well, which is just what you don't want when you go back to work after a week off. But, hey-ho, that is life, I suppose. Could be an awful lot worse. At least I still have somewhere to work. Goodness me, yeah. It probably hasn't made international news, but here in Glasgow we are kind of reeling from a fire that took place in the city centre a couple of days ago that basically destroyed an entire building block on like one of Glasgow's historic streets. That like the building was like from 1815 or something, and had this like impressive like domed cap piece on top of it and everything. It was right next to Central Station as well, and a shop caught on fire, and within about I think 12 hours like an entire block was completely destroyed. It was wild. I think there was like, yeah, no, I think like there was a coffee shop that got destroyed. There was a fish and chip restaurant that got destroyed. There were a whole load of places, because this was like a 5-story building, like right next to Central Station, and yeah, it was crazy, absolutely crazy. Fire started in a vape shop, and like there was, with where it happened, like people were filming it immediately, and like you could see the smoke coming out of this shop, and there was just explosions going off as like the vapes in the shop kind of ignited and exploded. It was crazy, absolutely wild. Forever going to, like, the crazy thing about it, right, is that Glasgow is used a lot for like movies. Like, so many movies are filmed in Glasgow because it has like very kind of gothic architecture. So like it can be made to look like so many different cities. Like Batman is constantly being filmed in Glasgow, as is kind of like Spider-Man and stuff like that, some of the Marvel stuff. They love using Glasgow because not only the architecture, but also the city is set up like American cities. It's like on a grid system. So I'm wondering like if that's gonna like affect filming in Glasgow, because this block that got destroyed is not small. It was a sizable chunk of building. Kind of wild, really. The Central Station as well in Glasgow has also been closed for like 3 days, and probably will remain closed for the foreseeable future as well. So I don't want to imagine the kind of transport chaos that's going on in the city right now, because Glasgow Central is one of the busiest train stations in the UK. Like, it's comparable to like some of the London stations and Birmingham and all that. It's really big. It's like the major station on the west coast, which is crazy as well. Oh, you found a video. Nice, gangster. Well, not nice, but yeah. Good. You get what I mean. Yeah, it was a huge fire. Really crazy. Come on, up you go. Let's see, this is... I'm not sure if this is on that bit. I'm not sure if that made the surface better or worse, but never mind. You'd have to come back and flatten this bit here again anyway, so it's all good. And we'll try a route, see if it works. If I can get away with not having to tarmac it just yet, then I will do that. Oh yeah, that's better. Not perfect, but better. Certainly navigatable by most trucks that should be sent along here, unless they are all wayfinders, and then or wayfarers, and then we're in trouble. Okay. See how this goes. Here. Let's take that a little wider because there is a lamppost there and we don't want to crash into that. Ah, what trucks are we getting? Oh, Vorons. Perfection. Okay, well that's going to give us a nice amount of logs. Excellent, excellent. We've actually got a sand pouring mission there. Oh wow. Okay, that's through the trees there. Okay. Oh. Might have to adjust that slightly, just depending, but hopefully that's not going to be a problem. We have some pipes to replace. 2 pipes. Wow, one up there. And one... Oh, right in the middle of the swamp. Oh, okay, that's going to be a little bit tricky, but not impossible. And then we want from the logistics base. Oh wow, okay, yeah, we're gonna have to sand all of that and then right up to sawmill, which is going to be here. Yeah, I suppose we could clear that area out. We do need to clear that. Hopefully I won't be needed down here again. That would suck. Let's go back to base. Go and clear out area next to... Hey, there we go. Perfect. Being chased by a Voron. Oh no. Better get myself off the road here because this guy is going to want to go past. Off you go, mate. Look at that. I knew I needed to put more sand down there, but never mind. See myself spending so much time laying sand on this map. Kinda crazy, but never mind. So much mud. I was going to say nearly there. We've still got 140 meters to go. Goodness me. Thinking the sooner I can find myself a concrete plant, the better. Ah, no, babe. Chat crashed, did it? Sucks.
Want to hear something funny? While you were
No.
driving, I found some more info on this sawmill here. Guess why there's no wood around here and why the mill was broken even before the quake? Hint 1. The owners ran it at triple capacity all the time. Hint 2. They never bothered with equipment maintenance. You gotta give them credit. They had a strategy and they stuck to it. Ah, the miracle of optimization. I'd find it more funny if we didn't have to fix it.
So funny, Kelly. Thank you for that. Going good so far, babe. Going good so far. Containers out the way. Perfect. Get the minivan out of here. Whoop! Hey, look at that. Perfect. Whoa, we're gonna get dizzy here. Wow, okay, all of this needs to go? Goodness me. Well, I can push this one. Get out of here, you. Excellent. Out this way. Okay, and then... Right, we are going to need to throw these over there, I think. So, back up here. Toss these right over here. Bonk. Why do you want to get stuck underneath the lip every time? Come here, you. Okay, that's one down. Number 2. Excellent. Three. One last one. Should be as good. Perfect. Well, that's that cleared at least, but we still need to lay down a whole load more sand. And I don't know if that bridge is going to suffice for convoys. Because whilst I can avoid that gap in the middle, the AI drivers I'm not so sure about. So I may have to build a wooden bridge there. Do I have the wide bridges? I do have the wide bridges. And that's only going to be like 3 logs to get across there. So that's entirely possible. But first, I've got to... Oh my lord, yeah, the sand only reaches to there. And then I've got to go all the way down here, and then all the way in here. Oh, that's going to be fun. Yeah, that's basically what I was thinking, Gangster. The AI, I think I've tried to send AI across one of these bridges before, and they immediately got a tyre stuck in that gap down the middle. So they're just not suited for such things. Oh, but that means I've got to lay so much sand. I hate it. I hate it so much. And that's literally the only job we have. Oh. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh, no. Right, okay. No sense in crying about it. Just got to get on with it. So, how long left do we have on the stream at the moment? Let's try and fix the bit of road at the top of this route, because it's a long way to the logistics centre, but from around here to the sawmill is only a short distance, so we might actually be able to get that bit of the route sorted by the end of today, and I will fix the rest before next time, which might be a little while. We shall see. Yeah, that is kind of how my thoughts are as well, Gangster. It's like, it's honestly quite therapeutic, which is an odd thing to say, but I also like kind of laying roads, smoothing them out, making them perfect and all that, but as you say, for stream content, it's not exactly the most exciting. So, you know, which is why I try to do most of my road building off stream, so that we can actually get on with more interesting things whilst we are on stream. Doesn't always work that way, of course. But that's what I like to try and aim for if I can. It's alright to do a little bit here and there when it's needed. Oh, steady on there, mister. Still haven't gotten fully used to driving these tracked vehicles, you know, which is weird considering how long I've been playing this game. But I always seem to slalom them. Slalom them, shall we say. Which is not exactly the best way to drive them. Still in the sand. Oh. Yeah, still in the sand area for the moment. How long will that last? That is the question. Still good here. Not far to go now. Okay. We're getting a lot closer to the end point here than I thought we were going to get. Still being in range of the sand. Yeah. Oh, we've just run out. How far back do we have to go? Oh, just here. Okay. Just there. That is the limit. Very close. Now, go back to these things, basically. we are going to need more sand right here, of course, because this is still very wet. So I think one more load of sand should do us. And then we can flatten it out, and that will probably be about as good to finish for today, I would think. We are about... But yeah, as I was saying, it may be a little while before we get back to Roadcraft. Because next Wednesday I am working a back shift, so I can't stream. And technically, the Wednesday after that is going to be Farming Sim. And then the week after that, I'm thinking I might do Docked again. Anyone that was here on Sunday or has seen my YouTube videos, I did a video on Docked, and it's kind of fun. So I will probably be doing more of that on the Wednesday slots. But yeah, so it could be a little while before we get back to Roadcraft, because next week I won't be Wednesday streaming. Then it's Farming Sim. Then it'll be Docked, and then it'll be Roadcraft again. So yeah, that's 4 weeks. Okay, that might be a while. I'll have to see. I might wait on Docked until we reach a stopping point on Farming Sim, just so that I don't overwhelm things too much. But I'll see how I feel. I was having fun with Docked, so I do want to go back to it. Ooh, there is new Roadcraft content this month, huh? I suspect that'll be some new vehicles. Not sure which ones, but I do know there are some new vehicles coming. I don't think it's a new map, because I think that is going to be the latter part of this year, I think it is. Like autumn time, basically. I think we're due another expansion at that point. But yeah, well, I'll see. I can always tweak my schedule if something exciting happens. Ooh, excuse me. Yes, but for Sunday, I really do need to get back to SnowRunner. I will admit, SnowRunner is trying my patience at the moment. Every time I try to boot the game up in order to, like, you know, do a little bit of prep work to get ready for the next SnowRunner stream, I consistently don't want to load the game up. Yeah, it's not good, shall we say. Right, but we will get back to that on Sunday. Right. So that's all looking good. Yeah, we need to lay a load of sand all the way down this road. From here all the way down here, I'm going to be busy laying sand all the way down here, all the way down here, and probably through here, you know, in some way, shape, or form. Actually, where is that? Oh, there are so many pipes that need replacing. Maybe that's something that we can do next time. Another one there. Crikey. I might just have to spend even more time than actually feasible just, you know, laying sand, but I can't go too far out of this because there's nowhere else to get sand, is there? I'd have to try and find somewhere to get sand, and that is not an easy thing. There's another quarry just there, I can see it. Right, okay guys, that's probably the road to the quarry, I would imagine. That's going to take some prep work, that's for sure. Right, I think we're going to leave it there, guys, because the next several hours of me playing Roadcraft is basically going to be just laying a load of sand. So turn these engines off, give me 1 second. There we go, some peace and quiet. Yeah, I think the next couple of hours of me playing Roadcraft is going to be basically just laying sand and flattening it for a very long time. Yeah, it's gonna be great. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and we'll get back to this as soon as possible. Because honestly, I really love Roadcraft. It's just scratches all of the right itches for me. Really, really good. I'm actually liking it better than SnowRunner. Sacrilegious? I'm not sure. Maybe? Who knows? But, yeah. Let's just say I hope SnowRunner 2 is more akin to Roadcraft than it is SnowRunner 1. But we'll see what happens in the future. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. And I shall catch you on Sunday for, hopefully, some progress on SnowRunner. So, until then, take care, stay safe. I'll catch you later. Bye for now, everyone.